Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously. Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
You ain't got no kind of feeling inside. I got something that will sure enough set your stuff on fire. Hey. You refuse to put anything before your pride. What I got will knock your pride aside. Hey. Help me sing it. Come on.
Tell me something good.
Tell me that you love me, yeah. Tell me something
good.
Hey, baby, yeah. Tell me that you like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to Jade XD. I'm Jade.
And I'm the one that was singing.
And he's a lie. A black ass lie.
Wow. Defamation of character. I'm suing for libel.
See, you said you were the one who was saying. You didn't say allegedly. I'm countersuing.
Whatevs.
Anyway, my sissy is on the show. Everybody say hi to Nikki.
The Texas hummingbird.
Hi,
Nikki the hummingbird.
Yes.
Straight out of Houston, Texas.
Southern girl.
Yeah.
In the studio.
How you is and how you be?
I be fine. I is good.
Good.
Everybody can catch you on where?
Nowhere.
Where can we listen to your singing?
You can listen to old YouTube videos, but there's nothing current.
Yes.
Or at the church.
Or at the church. I'm at St. John's downtown in Houston. We'll resume Wednesday Bible study after the summer break.
That's it.
Yeah.
I would go just to hear you sing.
Well, I don't lead every Wednesday, so.
Well, just tell me the Wednesdays that you lead.
That's like, you know how like when your grandmas be like, I'm not going to the fifth Sunday.
Yes.
Or they not going because it's children's choir or the men's choir singing.
Or when the associate pastor is preaching.
Yep.
Yes.
Exactly. Not elder. It's just, you know, like,
That was me and my mama on fifth Sundays. We did not go to church.
Absolutely not. You use that for cleaning the house.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Or you go take a trip somewhere
We
to
hung
other
out.
family's house. Or you visit another church.
Yes.
Yeah.
We just hung out. We stayed at home and were like, girl, this is a free Sunday. Enjoy it.
That's what you'd go visit another church.
Yeah. Had to.
Why?
Because we didn't like the nigga who was preaching that day.
Yeah, if I told you about the man who preached on fifth Sundays, you'd understand. But I can't stomp and yell the way he does.
I understand that. I don't understand. Like,
It's
why
like
you wouldn't
going.
take it as
It's
a
like
thing.
going to a Locks concert and like only having like Chic Louche performing.
Speaking my language.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yes, that's a fifth Sunday at
Yeah,
church.
yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, welcome to the show, everybody.
Yes.
How was your week, Jade?
My week was fine. It was a lot of running and a lot of working, but it was good. How was yours?
It was fine. Yeah. Let's go with that. It was fine.
What's up?
No, nothing.
He got some butt. You see
I
that
don't
glove?
believe this.
No, I wish I did. Oh God, I wish I did. But no, that's not it. Just trusting and leaning on the Lord.
Oh, okay. So just
everlasting
Yeah, the everlasting arm. Yeah, that's all I've been doing. Some really cool stuff came out on the internet with me on it.
Yes. I hope you all checked him out on the Shade Room.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, part of it came out last week, and then the other part should be coming out soon. They're like rolling out, like, we recorded for like hours.
That's good stuff.
Hours. So it's a lot of, it's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of me.
So that means that since you recorded for hours, will there be multiple?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come through.
Yeah.
Segments.
Yes.
Plural.
I'm trying.
Make sure you check out our beloved XD on the Shade Room.
Yeah.
And check us out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Network, Podomatic, and Google Play under Two Guys and a Girl on Google Play only.
Yeah. Oh, I have a story.
Yeah.
I have a story. It happened today.
Okay.
I complain a lot about transit here. And it's like it's a story. Everybody like complains about traffic wherever they live or public transit or whatever. Today, I really felt like a New Yorker because I felt like a horrible human being. So, and this is about to be really, really awful. So, just preface this by saying, if you take offense to this, SMD, whatever.
Right.
Get over it.
So today I'm going to work, and I'm like, I wake up on time. Actually, I wake up a little early, so I'm like, yes, I'm refreshed. I'm gonna go, get breakfast. Go to Starbucks because I have time. Because they take forever in Starbucks in the morning in Times Square, but it's fine. So I'm like, okay, great. So I get to the train platform, and there's two trains. So there's like one local and one express. So I'm like, oh, a bitch has options. What's up? So I'm like, okay, fine. So I get on the express one because I'm like, oh, I'll get to work even earlier. So therefore I can like enjoy my breakfast. So all of a sudden the local train leaves first. I'm like, okay, that's fine. They have more stops, whatevs. And I'm still on the express train. I'm standing there, not moving. All of a sudden, they tell us to get off the train. Oh, no. So I was like, oh, here's the bullshit. So they were like, this train is going back to Queens. And I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, what? They were like, all service terminates at this stop.
Oh, that's rude.
Like, they said that?
Like, no Manhattan bound anything. I was like, oh, bitch, what is going on? So, I happened to go on Twitter and look at the New York City subway Twitter account. So, turns out that there was somebody on the tracks at Essex Street today. And come to find out later that somebody attempted suicide on the train tracks. So, the weird part of me is fucked up about this was like, bitch, I need to go to work. Like, like.
And that is.
I still gotta get.
Yeah, like at the end of a very long day, I have to go to work. Like, I was so mad. So mad. Like, you couldn't, like, kill yourself any other way.
Any other day.
Any other day. You couldn't do this on a Saturday. You couldn't do this, like...
Why all trains?
At the J and...
Oh, at the... Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was like, this makes me a horrible person because I'm like, yeah, I should be sympathetic. Like, oh, bitch, like, this sucks. But, like... You're holding up about 100,000 people, like, in theory, that take this line every motherfucking monkey-ass day. and you want to just be like, oh, life is hard, and just want to end it all.
First thing in the morning.
During rush hour. Like, I get it. I don't want to go to work either. like, I get it. Like, you may or may not have enough sick time, so you're just like, well, fuck it. Like, I'm out. But, like, damn. Like, you couldn't do this at 10?
And it was a day that you actually woke up early and had
Yes,
time.
birds were chirping. It was pleasant last night. Like, I didn't have to sleep with the AC.
It was beautiful.
It was crisp evening. Like, you went to Badu and shit, and it was nice.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like,
it was
a pleasant, crisp summer evening.
It was wonderful. It was beautiful outside. She picked the perfect night to have a concert.
And this shit happened. So I was like, I'm so annoyed. So annoyed. But that was my story. Like, how I'm a horrible human being.
I totally forgot I went to Badu.
Wow.
I live for her.
Yeah, how is she?
She's my modern day Stevie.
Okay, that's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of pressure.
She's like literally one of my favorite like current artists.
Mm-hmm.
Like recent.
Did she? And she do it. She did amazingly.
She did amazing. She rapped. She rapped NWA. She rapped Slick Rick.
She was DJ Apple.
Yeah, but she also sang. She did basically every album except for the mixtape. So she literally did everything from 97 on.
Awesome.
What did she do for Mama's Gun?
She did, what did she do for Mama's Gun?
Because that's my favorite Badu album.
That's everybody's favorite Badu album.
I mean, it should be.
Didn't you know?
She did. I feel like she did.
She probably did. Did she do Green Eyes?
No.
She did it for us.
Have. That's one of my favorites. Hold on, I'm pulling it
Didn't
up.
you know was enough? I mean, that would have been enough for me.
Yeah. When I saw her at the Roots picnic, she did Green Eyes. It was like 20 minutes long, which is even shorter than the studio version. Mm-hmm. But she did that. I was like, yes.
Yeah, I feel like she did. And then she did Bag Lady, of course.
Of course.
She has to do Bag Lady. She didn't do a whole lot of Mama's Gun because, I could hear Clever. I can hear Booty. I love the whole album. So, but she didn't. She's got so much music. So
she
much.
Has a lot.
She had to do every single album. So.
And then she went into like the Hotep phase with like New America 1 and 2.
She did a few tracks off
Master
of there.
Teacher. What else? What else we got?
You can also check out our sponsors, Warby Parker, Audible, Target, and Uber. Also, jadeofalljades.com is coming soon.
Yeah!
It is definitely coming soon, and we're going to have some really fun stuff pop up. But I wanted to let you all know that if you want to inquire about catering needs, you can contact me currently at jadeofalljades, TM as in trademark, at gmail.com. So that's the current email for all of your meal prep and catering needs. I did a catering today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a catering for up to 100 people today. We did some jerk sliders and some ginger pineapple beef skewers and some coconut rice shooters. So definitely hit me up for catering needs and also for everyday meal prep needs.
Yeah.
I lightweight wish one of those skewers was
left
over. That sounds amazing.
Skewers before you go. I can do that. I can make some skewers before you go.
Before we begin the show, I definitely want to say rest in peace to Corinne Gaines.
Yes.
Whose life was lost this week. There's a lot of things going around surrounding the story. Too much. Mm-hmm. But we definitely want to extend our peace and condolences to the family. And we just hope for things to get better.
Yeah. Rest in heaven, beautiful girl.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue to use the N-word with my black friends, with my white friends. They are my friends. This debate that's going on with the Miami Dolphin thing about bullying and racial slurs. Hey, Ernie, in a locker room and when I'm with my friends, we use racial slurs.
This week kind of like trolled everybody.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm not even like Bow Wow like said he was mixed and shit.
He can get on the first train to hell. He really can, and he can get a free ticket. I hope he's issued a free ticket and a front row seat.
First of all, sir, even if you're not mixed. Like,
you
what?
are a nigga like the rest of us,
and have been.
He's mixed with black and nigga.
Right. African and American.
Yeah.
That frustrated me so much, but BET cracked me up because they're on my shit list forever. But they cracked me up when they did that hashtag "We Lost Shad." What?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yes,
we lost Shad.
We lost Shad, and the shit, because the shade is he worked for them.
Right.
So yeah, that shit was hilarious. Like, that was so funny.
I just don't understand how you can be a nigga for all of these years and
all
then
of these
to
years
not be a nigga all of a sudden.
And you're gonna be specific about your lie too. Talk about the Mosses were not black.
And you showed us that picture of your black ass daddy.
Nigga,
If you don't take a seat,
get out of here.
Ah!
I hope his Uncle Snoop called him and had a chat.
I hope his daddy called him and said, "Where in the hell do you think I'm not?"
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Right.
Word.
Right. But Race is coming to TV live near you. So Charles Barkley.
I'm not ready.
Speaking of phlegm in your mouth.
Yeah. Charles Barkley has a series coming to TNT called The Race Card.
It's gonna be terrible.
The fuck terrible.
Because that's how he pronounces it. Terrible.
It's 6 episodes that are an hour long of fuck shit, where he will be talking about race and politics and social divides in America.
He is the last person who needs to be discussing any of these
Who
topics.
summoned this?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I want them to stop.
Yeah. Like, we don't need that much Charles Barkley.
Like I
leave
don't.
him on the sports.
We don't even need that.
him there.
We don't need him there, but I was trying to give it to him.
Like Charles Barkley is
True.
cool for like 30 for 30 segments.
Yes.
And like
Nothing else.
maybe like commercials for like Ecto High C.
I don't even want to see him in a commercial.
Or like no, like I could do him in a commercial, like maybe for like.
He can sell me.
He
Like-
could play Shaq on the Icy Hot commercials.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, I'm
He'd
with
be
that.
much better at this.
Yeah, or like for Pepsid, or like you
Right.
know, like
Anything that
Zantac
middle-aged black
75.
man would be.
Yeah, interested in.
Yeah.
But like not, or like gum. But like I don't really like. I don't really need him to talk about race. Like he, and you know, he talks like he said some bullshit. Like he said once, like there are a lot of black people who are unintelligent, who don't have success. It's best to knock a successful black person out because they're intelligent, they speak well, they do well in school, and they're successful. It's crabs in a barrel. We're the only ethnic group that says, hey, if you go to jail, it gives you street cred.
What?
I'm going to beg to differ with that because in Texas stay going to jail and stay getting tattoos underneath their eyes for what they do. So we're going to go with no on that, and that is inaccurate.
Tattoos under their eyes for what they do.
Yeah.
You know, teardrops and
Yeah,
and-
or them 3 dots on there.
yeah, the little 3 dots and
Yeah. I just want America to start trolling us. And like Charles Barkley is just awful.
Is he married?
I
ain't to a black
probably
it's not to a black lady.
Yeah.
That's what I was. So what is he? What's he about to talk about? You don't even what you about to talk about?
I mean, you can.
Nothing. Absolutely. He's going to have to stop right there, too.
Yeah. I was going to try to troll y'all a lot. But no. God, I wanted to stop.
I stand firm.
No, I wanted to stop. Like, I don't know. Like, I've been really, like, this whole week is, like, tired. Like, I watched the DNC the other week, which is KKK Convention Light.
Yeah.
Like Diet Aryanation. And then I had, Obama, just being there. And I was like half sad, like, oh, and then it was just like, oh, you're here.
Yeah.
Like,
I wanted him to say more.
Like, I know, but it's just like kind of like, well,
I get it, but I wanted him to say more.
Yeah.
I think the only two speeches worth hearing throughout the whole DNC convention was Michelle and Mr. Khan.
Yes.
The two of them could have
spoke.
The
Khans, that was an amazing talk. Like, I felt like it was a TED talk because it was just like,
right.
Yeah.
Having, Muslim Americans in the military, that's a conversation that needs to be had.
Right.
Because everybody thinks that, Muslim Americans are like some aberration or like an alien or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're just like you and me, nigga. Like,
exactly.
Like, Islamophobia is crazy. But, and then, of course, Michelle Obama's speech. Like, I really want her to write.
I can't remember the
senator. I was tempted to just write her name on the ballot.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
We could.
I mean, why not?
Because I'm not one of those people that I'm not voting. Like, I'm going to go vote because there's some other local elections that are important, which is even more important than a presidential election.
Right.
But, we could write Shell in them. You know what I mean?
I mean, if I have to vote for president, I'm definitely going to go with the lesser of the two evils, although both of them are evil people.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with the lesser of the two evils.
Yeah.
If I'm forced to make this decision.
Yeah. I was going to write in Beyonce.
That would be so awesome to have a president come out and start singing and slaying our lives. Can you imagine her coming out on that carpet with dancers behind her? Jesus, give it to me.
No, like the State of the Union would be so lit. Like, it would have like visuals. Like, the State of the Union would be like a visual album. Yeah. Like
come through.
Like it would be like addressing Congress. Like, no, not on stage. It would be like a whole video. It would be on HBO and everything.
Lines, like, girl, please.
State of the Union, a visual album.
Y'all want me to make that happen?
Bitch, I'm mad. Can you?
Yeah, I'll do what I can.
Okay.
Y'all know I got connections.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
I need you to make that happen.
I need a State of the Union visual album.
When I met you, I admit my first thoughts was a trick. You look so good, huh? I suck on your daddy's dick. I never felt that way in my life. It didn't take long before I made you my wife.
I don't know what to do with this. You know how, like, sometimes we have a lot of things on this show that we're like, I don't know what to do with this?
Mm-hmm.
So, they're coming out with a show about Biggie.
Oh,
yeah. Like, on TBS.
Oh, God. That's where it's coming on?
Yeah. It's a scripted comedy about Notorious B.I.G.
I'm not interested in watching The Big Bang Theory. I don't want to watch it.
That's my favorite show. Don't do this.
I know it's your favorite. I do not understand.
If you like Dexter's Laboratory, then you would like The Big Bang Theory because it's the exact same show.
Exactly. And I loved Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, me too.
Didi, get out the laboratory.
Yeah.
He was everything.
He was. Like, it's the exact same show. Like, same characters and all.
Really?
Yeah.
Big Bang Theory is the shit. They are so funny. Do you know how many Big Bang Theory t-shirts I own?
That's so sad.
It's the nerd in me. Yeah.
That's how I feel.
But I'm not sure what to do about
Schmidt.
this.
I love that show.
I love Titus Andromedon.
Titus
is
be
the
dropping
only
gems
reason
too.
I watch that show.
Sometimes I'll quote Titus because that's really honestly who we need to have for president. Titus Andromedon.
Timothy.
Yeah.
I don't know, Chameleonaire.
But TBS just greenlit this series called Think Big, B-I-G. And it follows a young teen trying to make a living for his daughter. Is that the...
He want to put 5 carats in his baby girl's head.
Yeah, and his son. The series will be based on lyrics from popular Biggie songs.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, I don't, because nothing about Biggie seems like hilarious to me.
No,
exactly.
His idea was this was Puffy, wasn't it? You know, the devil is always busy.
He can be in row 2 on that train to hell.
Oh no, he can be on row A1.
Yeah.
No, Bow Wow got that spot.
No, Bow Wow, Bow Wow. I don't mind if Bow Wow sits in the back of the plane. He can sit close to the bathroom because he's still gonna
Puffy
get there.
did kill Biggie, and he also got like Shine. Like, although Shine, no, it's Puffy's fault. Yeah.
Shine is now a Hasidic Jew. That's all Puffy's fault.
Okay.
Total sidebar. On my honeymoon to Belize, we were on the crop duster with Shine.
Did you see the curls?
Yeah.
He didn't have curls at that point. He had a fade. The only reason I knew it was him was because he had on Louis Vuitton slippers, and no one in Belize has enough money to buy Louis Vuitton slippers.
That's real.
And I looked at Michael. I said, I'm gonna take a picture. Michael was like,
Went up to him.
"Don't you do it?" And I was like,
Should have went up to him.
Yeah,
"Don't
he's not
be
doing
this
anybody.
black."
It's
He
like
was
that-
like, "Don't
Yeah.
be this black."
It's like when I saw Peter Guns at Jazz Fest in New Orleans, and I was like, Peter Guns, and his friend was like, "Look, someone knows you." Like it would have been the same thing.
I was like, "Is that Shine?" And Michael was like, "No." I said, "Michael, I know my rappers."
Yeah.
Wait, speaking of, I have a story.
Okay.
So I was walking in Soho yesterday, and I see. So you all watch Family Guy?
Yeah.
So you know the whacking wavy inflatable arm tube man?
Yeah.
I see
Le
a
Twins.
nigga in a convertible. What'd you say?
The twins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I see a nigga in a convertible dancing like that, like arms all over the place, like the niggas just moving. So I was like, who is this goofy boy in this car? And I look, and it's a very long head, and I look a little
designer.
more- It's designer. Driving around New York, like on Houston or something, in a black, like Mustang or Chevy convertible, dancing like a wacky, wavy, inflatable arm tube man.
You know he live over here.
I know he's from Brooklyn.
No, like literally over here.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Everybody live over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't see it for that person.
You know, the summer's not over, so I have like 3 more weeks to learn all of the lyrics to Panda.
You'll never
How will you
know.
decipher what the child is saying?
You know, there's a video on Genius where he
breaking it down
he
for
breaks
you.
it down.
Because he knows.
Yeah.
This is how I know I'm turning into my mother, because everything that my mom said about our generation music,
Yeah.
like, I don't understand what y'all are saying. This is just a bunch
Oh
of...
no, it's awful. It's horrible, and I think Panda is really like a spell from like Harry Potter. But
I got broads in Atlanta.
yeah, I got bras in Atlanta.
Critter calls and
It's smoking a lean in the fender.
I'm amazed that you know that much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just know those 2 lines.
yeah.
All I understand
yeah.
is panda, panda, panda.
Because you know I like
That's it.
because you know the young people keep me on the internet keep me young.
I still
And
think
so-
Future saying wiggle.
No,
I did too.
See? I knew. See?
everybody thought that, but no, it's
Wiggle.
it's wicked, and then
And then where is
the
the CK in anything that he said?
Right.
There's no CK in anything.
Or an
that-
ED.
There's parts where he doesn't say it all the way. He'll just say well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how is
That's-
whale wicked?
That's
You're
like that
right.
nigga Modern T.O. who
What?
says his name is Made in Tokyo, but I swear his name is Modern T.O. because there's no K anywhere
Oh, I've
in
seen
there.
that name before.
Yeah, he's got that's Uber Everywhere song. Sure.
Yeah,
That's his little sure. That's his little
yeah.
thing.
I can't do
I didn't know that. I didn't know he made that song. I've
Modern
seen
T.O.
Modern T.O.
But
it's made in Tokyo.
He says it's made in Tokyo. I say it's Modern T.O. If you look it up, it looks like Modern T.O. I just knew it was Spanish. Like, I didn't.
Like, okay,
Yeah,
well, that's cray.
Modern T.O.
Wow, that's so fancy. But yeah, are we watching Biggie show? No.
No.
Probably
Okay.
not.
Okay.
You know what? I'm lying. I'm gonna give it maybe the first 2 or 3 episodes. You know, if you're gonna watch it, you gotta forgive the first episode because the first episode's always trash. But after maybe the second one, when they should be finding their groove,
It honestly sounds like everybody hates Chris.
Yeah, but most of the comedies on TBS aren't that funny.
Well, and I was about to say, the network makes me change my perspective on it. Because I was kind of like, oh, maybe so. But then you said TBS.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Because all they show is like Tyler Perry comedies, and all of Tyler Perry TV shows are
Is
awful.
Coon
I don't watch
TV.
coon comedy.
Yeah, like they're not funny. Like
No.
I wish they were like the plays, because Medea plays are funny.
They're hilarious.
Yeah, but the shows are like WID. Like, what is this?
My Lord.
Like, what is this? Like, turn it off. Like, make it stop, please. Stop.
I can't even watch commercials for Tyler Perry stuff. I'm like, if you
Yeah.
look at this nigga shit.
Yeah, like it's awful, and like niggas love it. Like,
Does he have anything to do with that Greenleaf stuff y'all watch?
shut up.
I love Greenleaf.
No, he doesn't.
Okay,
You sure?
That's not.
I'm
even
behind two
Okay,
episodes,
so I need to stop.
Okay, so don't. And I
won't
plan
ruin
on
it.
watching it tomorrow evening, right before Bring It.
Baby, because it's the last episode.
I saw.
I can't wait for you to
at
see
King's
it.
Theater. Bring It is coming there.
I know, and I can't. And I'm so mad. I'm not going. I'm so
We've
mad.
been talking about going for the long
I know.
Like, can I
but
take Noah to Bring It? I'm like,
Yeah.
Is that bald-headed lady about to be there? The one who don't have no edges?
do not talk. I'm gonna tell Diana you talked about her.
She don't have no edges. She has to know that. It's not like I said anything slanderous.
Okay. Whatever.
Do you watch Bring It?
The TV, the
The
cheerleading
show.
girls.
Yeah.
When I catch it,
Yeah.
The leader, the coach.
Diana M. Williams
She's-
of Diana
is she
M.
not
Williams
edgeless?
Enterprises.
the skinny one.
Yeah, she's edgeless.
Yeah, she don't have no edges.
I mean, just edgerexia is a condition.
If
Stop
you-
being ableist.
Just stop tightening your weave that much.
You know, but no shade. Most of all of the women on that show don't really have edges.
See?
But I feel like because the weave is like a thing there, so it's like all braided up, snatched.
That's
So
exactly
it's just
what it
normal
is.
for them to walk around without edges, like that. It's nothing to them.
Yeah.
So what do
Which
they
is-
talk about snatching there?
Well, I don't. Okay.
Are these not valid questions?
I'm gonna
I mean,
go
they
with
could be-
yes, but I don't know how you expect us to answer them.
These are the things that I want black people to think about. Let's do better.
I just, you know what I want.
Stop, David Banner.
I also want people to stop doing this to their children at young ages.
Yeah.
Stop putting
because
weave in babies' heads.
No, or like
Please.
today on the train. No, today on the bus on my Epic Adventure to work. This woman got on the train with her cute little chocolate daughter. Had to be like 3 years old, and the braids were tied and with nothing but beads in them.
No.
Like, and she turned. It was cute, but it's like clearly you could see like. Girl, you almost like braided her like eyebrows. And number two, all that the beads on her head is heavy,
It's
so
heavy.
it's pulling out. Like it was a lot. Like it was cute, but it was just like, oh sis,
See?
yikes.
Stop. They're making these babies edgeless. They ain't got no edges. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Preserve black children's edges.
That's
Please and
it.
thank you.
So in good news this week, Dylan Roof got fucked up in jail.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Too
Yeah.
bad he didn't die.
Yeah. Dylan Roof, if you all remember, was the the person responsible for blowing up a church,
Shooting up a church
shooting up a church
in South Carolina.
in South Carolina, and killed many people.
9, I think it was.
Too many.
And it was
Too
very
many.
premeditated because he actually thought about not doing it.
Yeah, had a manifesto and everything. And the media still says alleged, which I'm like, no, nigga, he did it. Like
No, he
he
shot
said
up
it.
a
like
church.
like he said it. Like
Yeah, how is anything
yeah,
about
it's
this
not
alleged?
alleged. Like he did
Stop.
it.
See,
Like,
I'm tired of that.
I hate the media. Anyway,
And he's still alive. Let's
but yeah,
not forget
today
that.
he got roughed up by a man in prison. He was assaulted in the shower. Now, when I heard the story, I was like, ooh.
This might be good.
Yeah. Like, I've seen this movie before.
Booty is
Yeah.
more important than food and water.
Yes, Police Johnson.
A man's butt.
Is Police out?
You know what? I hope, just for the sake, I hope Fleece is right where Dylan Roof is.
Oh. Oof.
I hope it happens to him many, many more times.
Yeah.
I hope they don't put him in protective custody. Like, keep him out there in Gen Pop or whatever he's in, and let them commence to fucking that bitch up every chance they get.
I hope his asshole lives outside for the rest of his life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, gets its own B mailbox. Yep. Like, he's A, I'm B.
Like, mail for Dylan Roof, mail for Dylan Roof's asshole.
He's a duplex.
Who's that next to you?
It's just my asshole.
I do. I really hope that. Like, all right, you ain't gonna die, but I hope they tear you inside out. Like, I do.
I actually don't want him to die.
I want him to suffer.
To stay alive.
Yeah, I want him to suffer
right.
until he kills himself.
No, don't allow any of that to happen. Be forced to go into old age and then realize how fucked up you were and then die with that remorse. That's what I want. I want you to die with that guilt.
But he may never have that guilt.
Yeah.
I think all white people wind up with the guilt before they die because everybody has to see Jesus. And at the end of the day, you know what you've done wrong. That's just, I feel like,
especially if you shot people up in church.
You know what I'm saying? At Bible study.
Like the safest place in the whole wide world. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And didn't they take him to McDonald's after?
Burger King.
Burger
bitch.
King.
You let this nigga get one of those delicious ass apple pies.
Hershey pie.
You gave him a bulletproof vest and took him to Burger King. Yeah. But you want to make me believe you can't de-escalate a situation with a black person. I'm veering off topic, but that angers me.
Yeah. So, fuck him.
Forever.
And ever.
It's a rap. It's a rap. Why you gonna do me like that? Why you wanna do me like that? Thought the love was good. I misunderstood.
You know, I'm a little sad about this news. But, Mary J. Blige is getting a divorce.
Is she? You know what that means? Great music.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the man with the light eyes do?
I don't know, but she used to abuse him, so I don't know if, like...
Probably abuse a man with light eyes, too.
Oh, God.
What? It's like, it's in the text. It is.
You want me to beat Michael up?
Does he have light eyes?
Michael has beautiful brown eyes.
No.
They're not dark brown. He's got, they're like a true kind of brownish on the light brown side.
No.
Like Michael Ealy? Like
he doesn't have green eyes. He's just got light brown eyes.
No, but he doesn't have like honey eyes.
No, you're right.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like honey down, those they gotta go. Honey down.
You are the worst
ever.
Sorry,
but yeah, they're getting a divorce.
Well, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be some good music.
Yeah, she can give me another My Life, and I will be a happy camper.
I mean, I liked when she was like, Share My World is my kind of Mary.
Ooh, yes.
Because it was really like over the top. And she was just like in a white chinchilla and like Fendi glasses. It was just like doing her bop.
Shoulders.
Yeah, like and just being completely ridiculous. Like in the album art, just in chinchilla and Fendi and in a fish spot. Like that's my kind of Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trash fish.
Yeah.
Trash fish.
Catfish.
Yeah.
Tilapia.
Oh yeah, because catfish is much better than tilapia.
I didn't know tilapia was trash fish. You watching Blackish?
Yeah.
That was Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what album follows this divorce.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Y'all know, and don't nobody be over there talking about, oh, you're wishing bad on Mary. No, everybody knows she makes better music when she's heartbroken, so stop playing.
I hope this doesn't affect her sobriety, though, because,
exactly.
After Whitney, she was like, oh, I need to stop drinking, because when she was after KC, she had to get off drugs. Then she went back to drinking. And then when after Nippy died, she was like, oh, I got to quit drinking.
I'm sure she's fine. She'll be fine. It was the man with the light eyes.
I wonder if Kendi was taking her money.
I absolutely think that may be a part of what's happening.
And because she had to play stepmama too, she probably wasn't into that.
Yeah.
But they were together for 12 years,
That's
though.
a long time.
That's a really long
to
time.
just be like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
Well.
But she definitely beat him up in public, so.
Light eye syndrome.
Now it's time for Cocktails with Jade.
In honor of my sissy in the city of promethazine, we're gonna make a purple stuff.
Purple stuff. Purple. Okay.
Purple stuff.
Sorry.
But ours is legal. In your shaker with ice, add 2 ounces of bourbon, 2 ounces of blackberry juice. You can find at a health food store or Whole Foods. 1 ounce of spiced simple syrup. Infuse your simple syrup with nutmeg, cinnamon sticks, and cloves to make a spiced simple syrup. And the juice of half a lemon. Shake and pour on fresh ice. Garnish with fresh blackberries. Listen to Jade and XD Weekly for more cocktails and drink tips.
I'm so honored you gave me a drink.
Right. You know what's funny? Somebody got caught in, I think it was on the Cowboys, tested positive for, some type of promethazine, and because from a drink called Purple Drink. And I was like, oh, they were all leaning.
Very much so.
Right. But thanks, Jade.
Thanks, sissy.
Yeah.
I feel so loved.
So the Obama girls, I love them.
I do too.
They're in the news this week.
Yes. My nieces.
Yeah.
2 different extremes.
Yeah. So, Malia is in the news. She was out at a music festival, Lollapalooza in Chicago this week. And she was just partying, being a carefree black girl.
Dancing on the 1 and the 3.
Yeah.
Not the 2 and the 4.
Yeah.
I don't even think she knows where the 2 and the 4 are.
No.
She had a wang dang doodle, and I'm glad she had a good time. But there was some video of her.
Yes.
She was, shaking that thing. And yeah.
And she's getting drugged through the mud for it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Okay, XD.
What's the thing?
Here's the thing. If I may be Joanne the Scammer for a minute.
Okay.
Daughter. You don't have to lift up your skirt in order to get the boys and bring them to the yard. Is that Joanne the Scammer? Did I channel it?
Yeah, you did.
You did.
You
Cool.
did.
You did.
But no, in all seriousness, there's nothing wrong with her dancing. If she ain't got no rhythm, everybody don't have it. It's
So be
okay.
it.
And there's nothing wrong with the way she was dancing. Like, it's fine. She's 17 years old. Malia, niece, you don't have to show your ass cheeks, though. Like, you're so much better than that. You're such a doll and a classy lady. You don't have to lift up your skirt and show your cheeks.
I feel like Michelle said, I just got up at the DNC convention and talked about how I raised you, and you gonna go and do this the next week?
That was literally
that would be my
my
mama.
only issue. Like, she wants to wear her little shorts and her tube top. So
That's
be it.
perfectly
It's hot
fine.
outside. You're 17.
Dancing at Lollapalooza, whatever this place is.
Yeah.
Dancing at Lollapalooza to Bryson Tiller, if that's who you love, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's
Even though it
nothing
is on the
wrong
1
with
of the
that.
3, and that is wrong, but still, there was nothing
But
wrong with it.
also, on top of that, like, she's been confined for years. Like, for 8 years, she's had to be on her best behavior. And so it's okay for her to channel her teenager and let it out a little bit.
And if there's a time to make a mistake, now is the age and the time to do so.
I just want better for her because she's a good girl. And she doesn't have to do stuff like that. But see, that's what happens when you have all white girls who hang around you. You don't have no black girls who hang around you to be like, girl, you know your daddy ain't having that. Like, chill.
And it's also the norm for children who've just been raised sheltered and very protected. The minute they get their taste of freedom, they do.
Because let me tell you something, them Bush daughters, they party their asses off like brain damaged test monkeys.
Briscoe Palin got a whole Brady bunch. Like, she got
Like
kids.
a log ride.
Like,
Seriously.
So, no, Malia's not anywhere close to that. Just you don't have to do that. You don't have to go so far as to lift up your clothes. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to degrade yourself in any kind of way. Like,
shouldn't, but like, listen, whatever. Whatever.
She's 17. She's at a music festival. Granted, I would not want my child to lift her skirt up in front of anybody. That notwithstanding,
yeah,
she's being a teenager.
She is. She's being a teenager. She is.
But
she still needs a black friend.
Just one.
Yeah.
But a real one, like from the hood.
Did we ever discuss how you gotta have at least one black friend when you have a weave in your head?
Hold that. Let's talk about Sasha.
Okay.
So, Sasha got a job.
Yes.
Yeah, she's working at a seafood spot on Martha's Vineyard.
Yes.
This summer.
Let me get some crabs, Sasha.
I know.
That makes me so happy. Like, she's like, you know what, I'm just gonna go and stack my papers.
And you know what's interesting is that Martha's Vineyard has, even though people deem it as a white place, it has such a rich black history.
It does.
It does.
With the Inkwell. Do y'all remember the movie The Inkwell with Lorenz Tate?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But congrats to her.
Absolutely.
So happy. So
Keep
back
doing
to
your thing, baby.
so back to this thing about being a black girl and having at least one black friend when you have a weave.
Oh wait, Sasha, I need you to follow a page on Instagram called The Server Life. You're gonna find them all funny once you start working.
Yeah.
Anyway, because I know she listens to this show.
Okay.
Although she shouldn't. So yeah, black girls.
Do you ever wonder, like, if the Obama girls listen to like The Read or like Us or like, you know what I mean?
I haven't until this moment.
How else are they going to stay very in touch with black culture?
Yeah, that's true. Like, I always wonder, like, because you never know who's listening.
You right.
You don't.
Like.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously. Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
What if, like, Dave Chappelle is, like, listening and we have no idea?
My nigga.
Right, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
Yo, couch, nigga.
Yeah.
Yo, couch.
Yeah.
I loved it. Dave Chappelle and Erica, I love them.
Yeah.
I love them both.
Anyway, back to your thing.
Black girls. If you have all white friends, because that's what you choose to do, or that's all you have access to.
Yeah, because it's not sometimes it's,
sometimes it's not any fault of your own.
Yeah.
I need you to get at least one black friend if you're going to put a weave in your head, because I feel like the black girls who got the white friends, all white friends, always have the worst weave. And I don't want to be Dr. Umar and talk about the problem. I want to talk about the solution. So the solution is you got to get at least one black friend to tell you about your leave out.
Like the lady on the Today Show who had her hair combed just completely ridiculous when her curls were fine. A black girl should have said, no.
Right.
Hang on.
Yeah, everybody calm down.
Right. No, did you see that clip?
Oh, I did.
They flung her Shirley Temple curls up in this raggedy ass side. Like, she wouldn't even throw her hair up. It looked like a bird's nest. She wouldn't even do that if she was in the house cleaning.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you take that lady's hair and put it on the top right side of her head,
right,
and then pull it out as if you are separating cotton.
Yeah,
like
it'd be different if it was like some high fashion show or something.
No,
but it was ugly and
the
shit.
little bang part that was just kind of blowing in the wind to the left.
It looked like a 3-year-old was playing with her doll's hair.
Yeah,
that's exactly what. Because
that's a ponytail that no.
And that was rude and disrespectful. And if I were that lady, I would go back to that hairstylist and be like, I should slap the shit out of you.
Yeah, you embarrassed me on live TV.
My curls were fine. You could have said, she needs nothing done. She can just walk out of the house and go.
Exactly.
Because black hair is amazing.
Or you could have just pinned up the sides. Like, you could have done something so subtle. But you
could have let the girl take her own fingers and just separate her curls out into a
and be
fro.
Like, yeah, exactly. Because you know that's
it.
I saw a white girl with a dashiki shirt on the other day. I was disgusted. When we mentioned froze being in, it came to me, and
I've seen a couple of white men in the neighborhood who wear the dashiki tops.
I'm about to start walking around with scissors.
All right.
Just cutting them right off of
all right.
Like, you don't need to have this on.
So having a black friend.
So leave out. Just make sure you get one black friend to help you with that leave out. Tell you when when your weave is getting stiff. Because I noticed some of y'all, you stand on the line. I don't know who's standing behind me. They all sound the same. Oh my God, and then you turned around and she got the nappiest weave.
Well, and mainly because a lot of white girls just want to see the black girl look stupid. Or just want to, they're going to look perfect, and then you're going to have that one black friend who was just looking like, where did you come from?
Just get you one good black friend.
You just need one black girl to be like, sis.
One. You're doing too much right now.
Let me fix this before you go hang out with Becky and Kelly and
don't look right.
Tina.
Cindy.
Beth Ann.
Mary.
Okay.
The girl was looking good. Oh, yeah. Like a lady should. I remember when I saw her. I saw her in the magazine. Her body's tight. Her thing is right. Reminds me of a girl from around the way. I saw her in the magazine.
So, we had, this is kind of old news, but we didn't talk about it. Because I try to avoid talking about Twitter shit. Because Twitter is the devil. There is a dating app out there, or a dating site. Because it's not an app yet. Because it's my pet peeve when people call Twitter an app when it's really a site that just happens to have an app. So, there's a site called Smoocher. SMOOCHR. And it's a dating app for black people. However, you can search for your mate based off of their hair type and complexion and a whole other host of other hashtag problematic things.
Don't we have Twitter for that?
Yep.
There is always some ashy nigga on Twitter talking about what they want and what their type is. And equally, there is some...
And they look like a used Q-tip.
Yeah, every single time.
I'm so glad you brought that up. Because, and this is no shade to the... No, it is shade because you're all about to get red.
Let it be.
I've realized that, I try not to fat shame. I think I think a lot of people are beautiful in who they are. Some people are beautiful in who they are, inside and out. Mm-hmm. But I've realized, people, you read all these stories on Twitter, people getting scammed. Like that one young lady who got scammed by that fat nigga who for the $53 that he bought pizza. I realized that people, get caught up with ugly niggas on the internet. All these stories are, people who are ugly. Ain't nobody fine. Right. The nigga the woman who got scammed for the $53, he wasn't cute.
At all.
Or the other man who stole lettuce. I'm sure this doesn't mean anything to anybody.
Yeah.
Because, I just keep, one, ear to the curb because, sometimes I like nigga shit. I read Omar, Tyree novels every once in a while. So, I happen to, keep in tune of what the niggas be talking about on Twitter. So some niggas stole a rental car and also stole lettuce. Anywho.
No. From a girl on Twitter?
Yeah. Or this other girl who had they flew her out and had fruit flies in her cooch, in her apartment. You know what I mean? All of these people are not attractive.
Because cute people are too busy minding their damn business and fucking other cute people.
Aside from the fact that they're not attractive, they're all ashy. You flew from your mattress on your floor with your raggedy, nasty carpet across the country to go visit somebody who has a nasty wooden floor and her mattress is on her floor. And y'all about to get together and have disgusting sex.
Let me just say this. The cost of the plane ticket, you could have just bought yourself a bed frame.
I'm saying.
Yeah, so my point is that people, like, you can get you can get chosen shit by being just ugly and whatever the fuck, because
I don't
and it's crazy, and it's so crazy, and I'm just like, I want people to love themselves more, like, you know what I mean? Though. But I want them to, like.
But the problem is some people love themselves too much, because you also have the niggas who work at like Mrs. Winters talking about how they. You know, they need to have this and that in a woman and what they're not going to tolerate. And meanwhile, you're over here taking my chicken wing order.
If you pay rent to your mama, don't tell me about what you want.
Ever.
Say that one more time.
If you pay rent to your mother.
Well.
If you don't pay rent and pay your mother's light bill because you live there.
Take your time.
If you only put in on the grocery bill because your mama won't let you pay bills, you are in no position to ever talk about what the fuck you want and do not want in another person. Because you know what we want? For you to get your ass out of your mama's house.
Yeah. I really wish our sisters would stop entertaining these stay-at-home sons.
Listen, ladies.
If the only thing that he eats comes out of the freezer, you need to love your vagina more than to not be dealing with a nigga like that.
Stop selling your vages short of all of the great men attached to great penis who will do things for you.
Which means don't find love on Twitter.
Please.
Right. Because they think gourmet meals are like those voila pasta things that are in the freezer section of the supermarket.
Bertolli.
And Bertolli, like, oh, tonight we're having P.F. Chang's. And it came straight out of the freezer.
You paid $7 for this P.F. Chang's.
And you think you are doing something. And those are the type of people who also procreate. And we don't need no more of that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Me and my best friend, shout out to Twin. Mm-hmm. We talked about writing the book about how to hoe.
This is what I'm trying to say.
And if you're going to hoe, don't be a cheap hoe.
Man.
Let your hoeing come at a premium. You also, if you're gonna be a hoe,
call that HC 911 high class hoeing.
Also, if you're gonna be a hoe, you need to learn the art of discretion.
Man,
when you don't get your way, the answer is not to put this nigga on blast. Especially if he's been doing things for you. Your best bet is to shut up, get out of your feelings, and make him buy you something.
Listen, if this is the life that you're gonna live, then you need to live it right.
And I don't condone this. I'm just saying, if you're gonna do it. I feel like, OJ, I didn't do it, but if I did,
I wouldn't do it this way.
I would do it this way. This is how it would go down. Like, stop meeting these broke, ashy ass niggas on Twitter who got kids by more than one girl, or more than 3 girls, or whatever, who sit up and talk about bitches, especially black women, all day long, and then feel like you finna find yourself a lover in this person. Both of y'all need to be slapped.
That is a word and a testimony.
Yeah.
And you can feel free to send your tithes and your offerings.
That's it.
Jordan, say what's your price? Just to back it up, you can hold my eyes. Now let's say you owe me something.
Yeah, owe me back like you owe your tax. Owe me back like 40 acres to blacks. Pay me back when you shake it like that, girl.
In light news, there is a site, it's a troll site, it's not real, that somebody started called reparations.me. And the whole premise was about having a service set up where white people do things for black people out of, reparations. I knew it was a troll site, and it is a troll site, yes. But I had to think about it like, what would I do with reparations? Like, isn't it supposed to be like $14 trillion or something we're supposed to get by like...
Yeah. I think we'd all get just enough money to... Well, I would get just enough money to buy McDonald's. Because I'm going to buy McDonald's because niggas love McDonald's.
And
Boots.
that's it. That's
all
it.
day. We love it. I'm going to buy me a McDonald's.
Niggas love McChicken.
I think you only need like $50,000. Or maybe even less than that to start a McDonald's.
I thought about opening a Chick-fil-A, but clearly I can't get behind the business.
No. Yeah.
It stops at the sandwich.
Yeah.
You know, you can open a Sonic too because niggas love going to Sonics for them shakes.
Listen,
Yeah, for the happy hour from 4 to 7.
What?
If I can get a Sonic in New York, do you know I tried to open a Shipley's Donut in New York? I inquired about opening a franchise. I just want you all to know about the small piece of sugary heaven that is Shipley's Donuts that exists in Texas.
Because Krispy Kreme ain't got shit on Shipley's.
Nothing. First of all, I hate Krispy Kreme. I'm sure there's going to be a whole lot of backlash for that.
I don't like it either.
No, I
Say
know a
what
lot
you
of people.
want.
I know a lot of people like Shipley's more than Krispy Kreme.
Yo, Shipley's Donuts, the very first time I ever had that was I really felt like I felt the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that y'all felt.
E.G. Lolosi.
Yeah.
He showed up in a Honda. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, twin, Sissy brought me some donuts from Shipley's, and
I ate one,
and it's fine because I ate
I've
two
never
today.
had one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They are
amazed.
Oh my goodness.
And when you roll through the drive-through,
delicious.
and they
are they
fresh.
hot?
Yes,
Oh,
God.
When
my
they're
God.
hot.
Oh my God.
Nigga,
When you get
when they're
yourself a
hot.
fresh half dozen, and you have eaten 4 of them before you realize it,
And it's a good yeasty. It's not like a BBOD yeasty.
you are trash.
Like it's the good kind of yeast.
I was raised on Shipley's Donuts. When
Oh
we
my
would
God.
leave Sunday school before like actual church service would start, we would
Yeah.
take that 20 minutes and run to Shipley's and eat as much as we possibly could before church
Yes.
started.
I don't blame
They have
you.
kolaches there too,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
Lord. You can get... If you're from the South, you know what an Earl Campbell sausage is.
What's an Earl Campbell sausage?
The old football player, Earl Campbell, I think he used to play for the Oilers.
Oh, yeah,
He came
okay.
out with a brand of sausage. So Shipley's has kolaches.
Yeah.
They have sausage and cheese kolaches. You can get a jalapeno and cheese
Only
kolache.
kolache I am aware of is the one that Jade put me onto here, and that's like hipster kolache.
No, but they're still good. So this lady from Texas opened a place called Brooklyn Kolache here, which is really good.
If she's from Texas, I bet they're probably comparable to Shipley's.
They're better.
No, ma'am.
No, and I'm only saying
Lies
that
you
because-
tell.
No, I'm telling you, her bread is homemade. She bakes them in the kitchen in the place, and she's got so many different varieties.
Take me there before I leave and let
I'll
me
take
be
you.
the
It's
judge.
literally up the street too.
Yeah.
I
We
passed
can walk?
it today.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
We can go there. Okay.
yeah.
You gonna have to prove this to me
I
because
will. Like
you can
she's
give me
got-
an Earl Campbell
she's got a
kolache
ham
from
and
Shipley's,
cheese,
and I'm gonna
she
have to
uses
Campbell.
like real ham, like chunks of ham and cheddar.
Their sausage
And
and
then she
cheese.
does a
It's like a hot
sausage.
link.
She does a sausage and jalapeno and cheese kolache.
I'll be the judge of this.
And they do like the sweet
They
ones
do
with
the sweet kolaches and the savory kolache.
Okay, you lost me on sweet, but
No, it's like
It's really good.
so
all right.
good.
I'm excited to try this out.
Brooklyn
This shit
kolache.
better be good.
Brooklyn kolache, absolutely.
Yeah, but I was just, what would you buy with your reparation money?
What would I buy with my reparation money?
Because I don't want like a service for like white people to do things for me, because I don't really want white people to do
First of all,
anything
if I
for
have
me.
anybody doing anything for me, it's going to be somebody who owns a black business. So if you own a black cleaning business and that's how you make your money,
Like the
then I'm
Jeffersons?
going to pay you for your services. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I want your business to flourish. So I'm always going to pick black people's business over white people's businesses.
I
That's
just don't
what
want
it
your
is.
white guilt. Don't buy me
Yeah.
nothing out of guilt
No.
Yeah.
or
Like the
obligation.
nigga who had lunch with his cousin or whatever. Like, I'm cool. I told you.
Oh yeah,
I'm
the
good
slave
on
owner
that.
cousin. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was wild.
No,
Like
I'm totally cool on
I'm
all
totes
of that.
cool on that.
I'm gonna say no
Yeah.
to any of that.
I don't know what I would buy. What would I stock in Apple?
Word.
You gonna get like 3 shares
Stock
with
in
your
Google.
reparation.
Yeah.
Stock in Google.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I buy with my reparations money.
Yeah.
And then I'd buy a house. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas need a place to live.
Yeah.
And I'd pay it off. And a couple cars, pay them off. Nothing flashy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like school for my kid. You know, responsible things. So
see, I'm not doing nothing responsible with mine.
Yeah.
You know,
that's all I was saying. Like, if I ever won the lottery, like, there's a reason why the Lord has not given me the opportunity to win the lottery. Because do you not know how brand new I would act?
Oh, don't.
You wouldn't even know where I was.
Exactly.
You wouldn't hear from me anymore.
Like,
you don't
poof,
think I
gone.
have a little stunt in me? I got a little stunt in me now.
Like, I would.
But I'm going on vacations and shit.
Yeah.
If I win the lottery, I'm going to buy an Uber to. Well, if you win the lottery in Texas, you drive to Austin to get your money. So I'm going to Uber to Austin. I'm not bringing anything but my husband.
Mm-hmm.
And if we have offspring by then, I'll strap the baby up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to Uber to Austin. Mm-hmm. We're going to collect our monies. We're going to hop on a plane, and we are going to Bora Bora. That is the first stop.
Yes.
I ain't
I
telling
want
nobody.
To go so bad.
I'm gonna tell my mama because I always
She
gotta
got
tell
you.
my mama when I leave.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
gotcha.
tell her I won the lottery.
You tell her that you're leaving.
I'm gonna tell her I'm going out of the country.
Because you need to
And
tell
then-
you need to tell some next to kin where you're gonna be.
Exactly right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then once we got to Bora Bora, I would tell my mama, check your bank account. I love you so much. Go do what you want to do.
That's it.
Still not gonna tell her how I came up on this money
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after that, outside of like my best friend and my close knit friends, I'm gonna just ask everybody for their account numbers. I'm gonna give everybody deposits, and I'm gonna say, don't ask me for shit else because you won't be able to find me for the rest of my or your life.
Yeah.
Whoever dies first.
Damn, right?
Yeah.
Life. I'm traveling for the rest of my. I'm lying. I'm just gonna move to Bora Bora,
That would be lit.
and I'm gonna live on a hut in the middle of the water.
That'd be so relaxing and peaceful.
And
Not
I'm gonna
knowing.
You know what I would buy with my reparations money? Williamsburg. I'm taking everything back. Don't even bleep it out. I'm taking everything back from. I'm buying it. Everything the own. I'm buying it. I'm buying back everything from with my reparations money.
XD, what are you gonna buy with your reparations?
Damn, because I was gonna say the exact same thing. Because I said in my head I was like Brooklyn, like I'm taking this shit back.
Yeah.
No, probably like I'd probably buy like a country, like
That's real.
America. Like I don't like, you know, like I'd make this shit like want to make it great again. Like, I would buy this shit. Or like, and then I would,
first time.
yeah,
Back
for the
for the
first
first
back for the
time.
first time.
Right.
Like, literally, I would buy a country.
You know what? I think you would do great on like an episode of like House Hunters International when they buy the islands.
Yeah.
Or island hunting. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
like I would buy.
You would be
island.
amazing
Like,
on an episode of island hunting. You'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, my budget is like $8 million, but I really want to keep it to about $6. I'm not looking to put a resort on this. This is
yeah.
purely for me.
Yeah, like this is
The
just
island
for
of
me.
Manhattan.
Yeah. Listen, I would listen if I owned Manhattan. First of all, there'd be no rats. Because
I know that's
listen,
right.
and part of yeah, I'd probably buy New York City.
Yeah. I'm down
That's
for that.
yeah, I would buy New York City
Yeah,
if I won. If I got $14 trillion or whatever the fuck I got in reparations or an unlimited amount of money, I would probably buy New York City.
I'm walking up in every building playing Jay-Z's Takeover.
Yeah.
Listen.
I would walk around like I would walk around with like theme song. Like I'd walk around with like
Yeah.
Wu-Tang's Triumph.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like every time I walked in the building, it'd be like Wu-Tang's Triumph.
And I just want niggas on the top. I want niggas perched on the top of every building in New York like gargoyles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Scare every hipster back to Nebraska, back to Oregon, and
Iowa.
I would buy myself a private concert from Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even care if it cost every penny of my reparations.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here's where we see this. Okay, this is a lesson.
Yeah.
We're about to have a black people lesson. Okay?
Okay.
This is where black people need to work together like the Jews.
Okay.
You are going to buy a private Jay-Z and Beyonce concert. You're going to buy Manhattan.
Yeah.
I'm also going to buy McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't
I'm
leave that
going
out.
to buy Brooklyn.
Okay.
Okay. Niggas can come live on both of what we
Yeah.
own.
Oh,
And
nigga,
then
this
we
is like
can
the European
attend-
Union.
We can attend the Jay-Z and Beyonce concert.
I would invite.
Yeah.
Yes, I would invite my friends.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? 50 of your closest friends and family
yeah.
to see Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Let me tell you how lit and how amazing. Do you know what kind of fool I would act?
I would be slain, like
In the spirit.
yeah.
I would shout. I would shout. I would legit shout. And like my mama shouts at church too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be calling out orders all over the place too. Like, order, protection, life protection for the Obamas. Like, it would be stuff like that. Like, just stuff that I want.
Yeah.
I would protect them for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd buy them some really tight security.
Yeah.
Like the niggas who won't let you in the club with a nail clipper. Those are the niggas who ain't gonna let nothing happen.
So a stud.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Because studs provide ultimate protection.
I would hire the
They are
girl
top
who
flight security.
Crystal has a crush on, that rapper.
Angel Hayes.
No, it's a light skinned rapper, a stud rapper. I forget what her name is, but Crystal has a crush on her.
Oh, I don't know.
I would buy her for security.
Oh, okay.
Because she definitely seems like she can hold a nigga down.
Yeah.
I have several things that I would
plans.
I have plans.
Yeah.
Like legit, like plans for our future.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of the show, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for having me, family.
Yes. And I want you all to know, just because Nikki sang so amazingly that doesn't mean you're never gonna hear me sing again. I don't care. Be annoyed.
Yeah.
So we are gonna close with one more song.
Yes.
Just because we've been graced with such a beautiful voice.
Y'all have to make the suggestion, so.
What about Pray You Catch Me by Beyonce?
Only one of my favorite songs on the whole visual album.
Yay!
Of course. All right. You can taste the dishonesty. It's all over your breath as you pass it off so cavalier. But even that's a test. Constantly aware of it all. My lonely, pressed against the walls of your words. Pray to catch you whispering. I pray you catch me listening. I pray I catch you whispering. I pray you catch me. Pray you catch me. Pray I catch you whispering. I pray you catch me listening. I pray you catch me.
Right, that's what I'm hearing.
Okay, I'm done, guys.
Yay.
All right. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'. The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.